What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wait, What Are We Talking About podcast, episode 68, which you can catch live over on twitch.tv/Enigma9011 every first and third Saturday of the month at 8 p.m. Eastern, unless we pre-record it like we might be doing right now. If you want to go over there and catch it live, you can join on the chat, join on the conversation and the topics we're chatting about. We'd love to have you guys in there, bouncing off your opinions and whatnot. If you can't catch it live, remember you can always catch it over on YouTube and SoundCloud the following Friday, where it's put as one big video and MP3 for your amusement. Remember, guys, this is also brought to you by the merch store. You can get all of your swag over there: t-shirts, cups, backpacks, and more. Rep the brand, support us. It would be greatly appreciated. So for today's episode, he's making his return. It is Uber Brent. It's been a long time solo-wise, we realize, since he's been on. Group-wise, it hasn't been as long, but he's back in the saddle again, and we're glad to have him. Brent, thank you for being on.
It's the bumpiest saddle I've ever been in, but I like it.
Hopefully it smooths out. Just give it some time.
It's good bumps. It's good bumps the whole way.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good then.
It makes me feel things inside.
Ooh.
Good things.
Good
Things, all positive.
Nice.
I look forward to these.
Yeah?
I keep trying to get something set up, and then everything falls apart, and then I feel terrible.
No.
And then you use whatever magic you have available to continue to pump out shows.
Somehow.
Just like, I don't know what he does. I'm glad I'm not the decision maker. I would be annoyed at me right now, so I'm just gonna keep trying.
Nah, it's all good. We had a solid episode last week. We had to throw some stuff at the wall, but it stuck, and we had a pretty good podcast there. So, it happens.
Sometimes those are the best ones.
Yeah.
Though. Like, you just fly by the seat of your pants and magic happens.
Exactly.
Nothing you can do about it.
Exactly. But yeah, I wanted to get you back on for a solo cast because way back at episode 39, we talked about
60 episodes ago.
I know. Oh God. We talked a little about anime, and one of my topics today is I kind of wanted to follow up with you about what I have watched since that time. And maybe also just kind of follow up with you what you've been watching, obviously, because you consume a lot of anime. Just what you've been what you've been watching,
Come on.
and stuff like that. So since that time, I've watched a couple things. So I did
about this.
I did dive into My Hero Academia. I did talk
good.
about like hearing good things about it, and I did dive into that. So Kate and I have watched season 1 up to season 3. Now I know season 4
through season 3
up to like the end of season 3. So I know about spiky, weird face looking naked man and his power. That's all. I don't know. So I know season 4 is going right now, and I think it's coming up to a close. Who knows? I don't know.
It's done.
Oh, it is done.
It's not all dubbed yet.
Fuck. Well, there's our problem.
There's like 5 or 6 episodes left.
Okay.
To be dubbed.
Okay.
And they're slowly dubbing it. Like they're legitimately getting all of the voice actors on Zoom calls.
Oh, gotcha.
And they're like making it work. It's incredible.
So yeah, I know that's out, and then we decided to wait on that because
until the whole
until it's all done, because we don't think we're gonna be able to handle waiting week to week like we did that with what was the final season of Game of Thrones, which I know people got numerous opinions on, and that was my first season of waiting week to week with it. But no, we decided to do that. So far we've avoided spoilers. I saw one note about, now I'm terrible with names, there was some big episode with the rock hard edge dude that he did something, but that's all
Hiroshima?
I know. Sure.
Red Riot?
Yeah, there you go. So I know he does something, or something happens with him, but that's all I know. He does a thing.
I will confirm that right here.
Oh my God, guys,
On
we're getting exclusives.
Of the Wait What podcast, Hiroshima has an episode. He does a thing.
Wow, I'm hooked.
He does a couple things.
Oh, what's up, stragglers? So, can I crank Brett up? Yeah, I can do that.
Crank me up.
There we go.
Should I talk louder?
So yeah, we haven't been spoiled, luckily, about that season. So we've watched that, And then Kate also wanted to watch Attack on Titan because that's one of her favorite animes. Now, I had a history with Attack on Titan. I watched the first 2, maybe 3 episodes.
And you didn't keep going?
I did not because I
That's
was
incredible.
laughing my ass off at the main character. I was like, he's like, actiony. He's gonna save the world. He gets his ass eaten, and I was just like, well, what's the point of moving on?
That's what made that so. Like the first few episodes of Attack on Titan are so wild because it establishes Eren. I'm Eren. I'm edgy, and I've got Naruto personality. Not Naruto, but like whatever edgy Sasuke character. I've got his personality, and my life is so hard, and I hate everything, and goes through that whole thing. So like, all right, he's the main character. Whatever.
So
and then like episode 3, he gets his ass eaten. You're like, holy shit.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, well, fuck it, whatever.
Character ain't supposed to get eat. That's weird. That's crazy. Like it just it kind of casts this like anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Don't expect anything. And I have to say, I'm current with the anime, and that goes places.
Yeah,
it goes some real places.
Yeah, so we gave that a second try, and we're caught up to where that is currently. We had a little Hulu issue where there was no more dubs, and then we had to Funimation it, but we got there.
Yep.
And then what else? Oh, we watched Death Note. That took...
You just watched Death Note?
Just watched Death Note.
Wow.
Now,
okay.
That was another one that I've just tried recently, or last couple months, whatever. Yeah. I tried it, and I did not expect Light to be what Light was. And I was like,
yep.
What the fuck is going on? I was just like, I can't take this guy seriously. I pushed it through, and we kept going.
He kind of sets him up. He's got like a charisma to him. He's got like these rock solid convictions about how he sees the world and his role in it now that he's got this power. And you kind of fall for him a little bit. Like even you kind of buy into the rhetoric. It's like, well, he's killing criminals. That's good. and like it's when he really starts to become unwound that you're like, oh wait, this guy sucks. This guy really and like how you see him manipulate people. Yeah. It's so interesting because that show is from the perspective of the antagonist. Like very few shows do that.
Yeah.
And it even like plays with the morally gray aspect of it to an extent where you're kind of half rooting for him. But like when L shows up, you're like, oh man, L's going to catch this guy. It's going to be wild. And like it's just a battle of wits. Yeah. And Light is just playing with a stacked deck.
Yeah, so we watched that one all the way through. We did stop originally when L finishes, and then just before the 2 successors come, and I was like, what more? Fuck, God, stupid. It just felt like we were rehashing, so I took a break on that, but then maybe a week or 2 ago we finished it, and I finally saw the most glorious thing in anime history, Matt Hardy's inspiration for Delete. The guy at the end, I was like, oh my god, just my mind exploded, and Kate's like, what are you doing? I'm like, hold on, I gotta pull up a video. Bah! She's just like, what?
Delete. And you can just see him now. You can see, I don't remember that character's name in the show, but like he writes it and like flies off to the side, and you're like, there it is, that's the Delete. Yeah, no, that's 100% what that is.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I don't know if he's ever confirmed it, but I can't not see.
I tried researching it. I couldn't find anything on it. So, but yeah, it's too spot on. Yes, Lee, this is full spoilers for what I have seen. So, we're not talking spoilers for My Hero 4 movies. But yeah, obviously, if I've seen it, then I'm just going to keep going because I assume Brent's seen it. He'll tell me if he hasn't. But
probably.
Can we talk about where the Titans come from? Sure.
Holy shit. That was just that, like, everybody got really super down. Hey, look, it's Jeff Reg.
Hey, Jeff.
Everybody got really super down on Attack on Titan when they started, like, going away from the Titans and getting into the political stuff.
Mm.
But I thought that just made the world and everything so much richer and so much more interesting. And then when you get the full payoff with where the Titans come from, like it just makes so much more sense. And you're like, holy crap, this is so intense. Like this whole like the island that they're on, where the walls are, and the whole story takes place, is just a small chunk of this world that they've just been throwing people and turning them into titans and just like pitting them against each other. It's like what a I I specifically remember those last maybe 4 to 5 episodes. Like I would get home from work, or no, it was on Sunday, so it was like I would wake up that morning and like rub the sleepies from my eyes and then just anime spoilers. That's probably smart. And then I would like just jaw drop for 30 minutes as I'm just because like not like from the second they get to Aaron's basement through the end of that season, it is a roller coaster ride. There's no stopping it. There's nothing you can do about it. It's not gonna stop for anybody, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
It just makes you feel a lot.
Yeah.
You get a lot of feels.
Now, Brent, I do have one question. Where the fuck is the whale titan that we saw in the intro for season 2? Bullshit.
I'm telling, like, all I have the feeling, and I don't know this. This is unconfirmed. I know the manga's out there. People know the answers to these questions. I don't know this. They are gonna get their asses on some boats. They're gonna build boats. They're gonna get their asses on boats, and they're gonna go to the mainland, where it's just a bunch of regular people, and then they are the Titans that are attacking the mainland to take back everything, and it's gonna completely flip everything. They don't got ODM gear, so they can't flip through the air and cut napes and stuff. They're screwed. Holy shit! I'm so like it's gonna be because Aaron, you got Armin has the colossal power now.
Yep.
There's got to be more. There's still more people from the clan of the like where the Beast Titan came from and all of them. Like there's more people
Right.
on this island. If they can band them all together and storm across the Pacific or whatever that is, I don't know. I don't know if that's a real landmass or not, but that show has gotten consistently better and better as it's went on. And I didn't think that was possible because season 1 was just almost perfection.
Yeah, it was really good. We're really enjoying it. So yeah, we'll have to see where that goes with its own. Is that season 4 too? I believe so. Yeah.
I think that was season 3 because they had like these weird splits. They would do like 12 episodes and then go off for a while.
Gotcha.
Then do 12 episodes, but they would call it like season 3 2 or something like that.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's all goofy.
Let's see. And then I listened back a little bit through our last podcast, and you recommended High Score Girl. So I literally just started that today. I'm only 3 episodes in. I'm enjoying it so far. I like it. Was everything you said it would be.
It's a slice of life. That takes getting. It took me a long time into we'll call it my anime career, for me to get into slice of life animes. But now I'm deep. Like, I'm watching some weird stuff, and not weird like Japanese.
Weird.
Like, let me be specific. I'm not watching Interspecies Reviewer, which, if you know what that is, that's a whole thing.
Is that the other Netflix one? That's like, or what was?
That's the one that they were showing it on Funimation. First of all, I did watch Bunny Girl Senpai, and that's not a weird show. Got a weird name. Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. A weird name, but it's a very good show. Yeah, not weird, just weird. Exactly.
Right.
That's probably the best way to word it. Like watching just stuff like, oh, this person's going to high school and they're into the piano. Like that's the setup for the show. It's not like titans and monsters and superheroes. No, it's just this guy likes the piano and he used to play it really good. Now he doesn't play it so good. Then he meets someone and it gets him to play it good again. That's Your Lie in April. I just finished watching it. Incredible. Interspecies Review. I don't know how they got. Yeah, that was a show that it got picked up by Funimation to stream exclusively on Funimation.
Uh-huh.
And then they even got it to the point where they're like, we're gonna simul dub this. And they got 3 episodes into the show, and they're like, wait, this is hentai. and then they canceled it. Like,
wow.
Straight up, it's. I watched 1 episode because there was a lot of hype surrounding it, and I'm like, this is just hentai. this is not meant for Funimation.
Jeez,
yeah, that was a.
Yeah, I feel there was another one.
That was a kerfuffle.
It was. I think it's on Netflix that just a lot of people were talking about. It was like some furry type thing. Interspecies. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Beastars is super good.
Oh,
you
yeah.
got to get past the furriness of it.
Okay.
It's coated with furriness, which, I'm not gonna yuck anybody's yums here, but like, that is the audience that show is made for. But the show is really good.
Okay.
Like on top of all of that, it's not just like, hey, here we're gonna make a horny beast, furry anime. What they did is they made a horny furry anime and then gave it a great story. So like they executed on all levels.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Beastars is really good, and you have to get over some reservations initially, but story is very, very good.
All right.
With High Score Girl, how are you liking the integration of like Guile and Zangief and like they are as much a part of that story as anybody else.
Yeah.
Which is great.
So like I said, I'm only a few episodes in, but I remember, or I listened to your description of again how you're like how they integrate the fighting game scene in there and like their different games. And episode 1, they're talking about turtling strategy and all these other things. I'm like, oh shit, all right, cool.
Like,
so like
it is legit.
Yeah,
it is legit. Like that. Like as time passes in the show, it'll tell you the year and the month, and they're like, oh, this game just came out. You're like, wait, what? And then you go look it up, and yes, it did. And he bought it, and he's playing it, and it's. That would have been me growing up in Japan. I have a pretty good feeling. Socially awkward, plays a lot of video games. That probably would have been me.
But yeah, it's been good. And then yeah, episode 3, it like took a turn with one. I assume, I think it's a girl character. They went to some theme park, and they're supposed to like pair off, because one popular kid wants to get with Ono, and like he's like joking around like, maybe I'll get to second base, even third base. In the previous episode, they're like confirmed 6th graders, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And the one girl's like, I gotta check your penis to see if there's a bone in it. I'm like, what? No, stop it.
That show is so great.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I love that show. And Jeff Regg's talking about the finale of season 2. I'm obviously not going to talk about it, but holy shit, I was a weepy mess throughout the entirety of the last couple episodes of season 2.
Didn't season 2 like just drop recently?
Yeah, within the last couple weeks, I want to say.
Wow. Okay.
Also, Jeff Riggs tried to get his wife to watch Food Wars because she likes cooking.
I feel like you talked about this last time, Jeff.
Like Food Wars, like Foodgasm is personified and like literally shown in this anime. Like it makes me uncomfortable. The level of foodgasm that these people go through.
Oh boy.
Japan's weird.
Yep.
But what, like any other? You're touching on some pillars of anime right now. I love it. You watching that Death Note, watching My Hero.
Yeah. Attack. I think that's all of them. I think those are the 4. Maybe a lady will have to jog my memory, but I think those are the only ones so far. But yeah, I'm looking forward to more My Hero and finally diving into season 4. And that's another one like I want to rewatch too, like just binge that going into it.
I've watched My Hero 3, 4, 5 times now.
Well, since we haven't talked about My Hero, but yet, Shota's my boy.
I love Shota. I don't feel like he gets the attention he deserves sometimes. Like they focus on him in a couple seasons and a couple spots, and I'm like, I'm a big Shoto guy. Like, and then he just kind of fades into the background a little bit. But
man.
wait till the end of season 4.
Okay, yeah, I liked
like nothing has happened yet, but they're hinting that Shoto's gonna take like a fucking prominent role.
Yeah, because I liked like he was kind of creepy at the beginning with this whole sleeping bag gimmick, and I was like, oh geez, I'm not gonna like this guy. But then like how he starts, obviously he's teaching the kids and stuff, but that one scene where I am terrible with names. The Nomu shows up and like they're fighting in that terrarium area where they're training.
The USJ. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Like him whooping ass in there and taking names. Him at the fucking the summer camp with the cat girls and the cat guy. And then I thought it was, like, it's totally not action oriented, but I like the like in season 3 how that mechanic girl from the other school, or is she a mechanic? I think she is. But like they used to have a thing and he's all like blowing it off or whatever.
Oh.
I was just like, this is great.
So you're talking about Aizawa, the teacher.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, you said Shoto, and that's the Todoroki, the half hot, half
Oh,
cold
no,
boy.
I'm sorry, Shota.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that's yeah. I like Aizawa a lot, and I agree. Like he comes off as really like weird and harsh, like overly harsh, and I thought he might get a little one note. But no, they definitely they use him in a really good way. Like they never feature him, but he's always there giving good pushes to the students.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess so. There's another manga going on besides My Hero Academia called My Hero Vigilante, I think it's called.
Okay.
And it's other characters in the same world.
Oh.
And it's a little bit before the events of My Hero Academia. But I guess Aizawa plays a big role in that.
Cool.
So if you're ever looking for some ancillary content with your boy, it's out there.
Cool. Let's see. Who else is there that's in there I'm really enjoying. Okay. Deku, I get it. Like, I know he's the main draw. Sometime, like, season 1, there was a couple, I think there was like 5 episodes. The first 5, I was like, oh boy. Just gotta keep going, because he is such a crybaby. Every single thing. I'm gonna go with it. And it was like, I get it. Stop crying, please. So him, I'm like, I'm growing on as he's obviously growing up. Let's see. Kate really likes Birdman, which his name is somewhere.
Tokoyami.
Thank you. She really likes.
I don't know why I know these names like they're my friends. It's kind of bad.
And he's.
Oh, you mean Tokoyami? Oh, him, yeah.
She also likes Sue, which Sue's great.
Nobody can not like Sue. Sue is pure.
Let's see. We did almost give up on episodes 1 through 5. We did.
It's understandable. Like Deku is definitely that's like a big shonen trope, and you see it in like most shonen shows. Like the main character, I don't know why, but they're just like, well, he's got to be super annoying for people to like him. And it's like you look at Black Clover and Asta, the main character, he just yells for like 30 episodes. He has no plot progression. He just yells a lot. And you're like, this sucks. And then he starts like growing up and he still yells a little bit and is annoying sometimes, but like also can be cool. And Deku cries and Naruto's like, believe it, just gets all like way up in your face about stuff. It's like there's just like I don't know why, but like they feel like we have to give him an annoying quality to get you hooked, and it's like, no, you could just make him cool.
Naruto
never stops.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's kind of accurate.
Hmm.
I still love him though. He's
Hmm.
grown on me enough.
Let's see. I like Stain's look. I think that
Stain
was
is cool.
yeah.
I do like Stain.
Just for comedy purposes, I think it's Mehmet, the little purple dude.
Oh,
He's hilarious. I love him.
grape juice.
Yeah.
Just starts throwing his
Mm-hmm.
balls. You gotta watch. Have you seen either of the two movies yet?
I was tempted to go see the more recent one. I just
Yep.
never actually got out to go see it, but no, I have not.
So
Fine, he is
you're
my
at the
favorite
point in the
character.
story where you can watch the first movie,
Okay, cool.
because that takes place. I want to say it's in between seasons 2 and 3.
Okay.
So you could definitely watch that. The anime is not actually caught up to the newest movie.
Right, that's like down
So like
the road, right?
yeah, so like if you watch the second movie, you're gonna see some shit that you're gonna be like, wait, what? You know, like what is that? Why is he doing that? Or like why is his character?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but like it doesn't spoil anything.
Anything.
No. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Amajiki is current best character. Amajiki is awesome. You haven't met Amajiki yet.
Okay. I think I've seen
Yes,
some,
you have. Yes, you
have.
have. He's one of the big three.
one of the big three. The
So like
older-classmen people?
yeah, the upper class. So there's
Okay, so there's Naked
Mirio,
Man.
who's Naked Man.
Okay.
Mirio is Naked
There was a
Man.
girl, right?
Yep,
and then there was the kid
her
who
name is
didn't-
escaping me.
And there was a kid who didn't talk much.
That's Amajiki.
Okay. Is that the octopus kid? I've seen some images of some tentacle ass kid. Okay, cool.
There's more to his power than that.
Okay.
I won't spoil it, but
That's his main feature.
Nejiri. Yeah, that's it.
All right, cool.
Jeff Riggs over here fact checking us. I love it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, that show's great. I'm excited to hear your thoughts on season 4 because season 4 is very good.
Cool.
Season 3 I think is still my favorite because season 3 just has the moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the United States of Smash. I was like crying with excitement when that happened because it was like so fucking good. Like he's lost everything and he's like puts it all into one last punch and he's like, it's because I haven't put my back into it. And I'm like, ah. Christopher Sabat's a freaking madman. Love him.
The festival, is that the tournament, Jeff? Like at the
Nope.
No,
That's
a different one.
season 4.
Oh, my bad. Well, never mind.
Yeah, there's an actual festival.
Gotcha. B, we got to rewatch all those. I know. I just said that to Brent. We're planning on rewatching them. I'm down whenever you're ready to go. I don't want to watch it without you because then it's gonna be like, you watched it without me, and I'll be like, I wanted to.
You gotta rewatch it again.
Because yeah, I'm gonna need a refresher. I mean, I can barely remember anybody's name now, so I mean, I gotta study up.
Yep. Yeah. They'll come to you eventually. It just
Eventually.
becomes a thing at some point.
Exactly, lady. I know you'd be mad, so that's why I haven't done it.
He's calling his shots over here, lady. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I've really enjoyed that show a lot, and I didn't expect it to like as much as I did. So now
That's
knowing the hype that everybody's talking about, I'm like, all right,
It's-
cool.
Yeah. And just imagine being in a spot where you're watching it week to week, like I was.
Yeah. No.
Like, imagine starting the fight between All Might and All for One,
Mm-hmm.
and then having to wait a week in between, like when they start the fight and when they actually fight.
Right, and
That was painful.
yeah, I can't imagine. Like, Lady and I have been watching. We've been watching more Rooster Teeth content, just in
Sure.
general, and they have a live action show they're doing right now, or well, I guess like, well, yeah, that makes sense. They're doing like a comedy competition against each other called Last Laugh. So they're
Okay.
like 12.
I've not actually watched it, but I've seen
Okay.
it advertised.
Oh, okay. So for those of you guys who have no idea what I'm talking about, it's 12 people in a room, and they each have 3 strikes. If they smile, laugh, do anything, they lose one of their lives, and it's like last man standing style. So everybody's trying to make each other laugh. Obviously, you don't want to laugh yourself, and then they get some money prize at the end. watching that week to week, like there's 2 episodes out now. It's like every time for some reason I just check to see what the timestamp is. It's like there's a minute left. I'm like, no, there's only, oh no. It's just so shitty because you're like, I just want more. This is great. Just keep going.
That's me watching like every day. Every day there's another. Well, not right now because most shows are being postponed and canceled, so it's a sad time in my life. But like that, like there will be seasons where it's like, all right, on Monday I'm watching this, and on Tuesday I've got Black Clover and Ace of the Diamond, which is a baseball anime. I love baseball anime, as it turns out. It's real good. Well, it takes like 4 to 6 minutes to throw one pitch because he's like hyping it up, and you got to see what the catcher thinks and what the pitcher thinks, and then the batter goes into his backstory. Even though he's not a real character, he's just there for that game. But it's got to show you his backstory and what he's went through to be in this moment, and it just makes everything so hyped. It's ridiculous. Baseball the anime.
A full episode for no pitch.
That's pretty much what it is. And that's the thing. Here's what they'll do is they'll spend 6 minutes on one pitch, and you'll be like, this is gonna take a whole season to do one inning. And then like they get to the crescendo of that matchup between the pitcher and the batter, and then with the catcher doing his thing, and then they'll be like, all right, now it's the 6th inning, and you're like, wait, what? What happened? What happened to the bottom of the first, and then the other 5 innings? Like they're just gone. So it is super hype though when, and you feel for like, I'm about to go into it here. When the pitcher, like it's super authentic because the pitcher has a whole season where he's got the yips, which is a legitimate thing in baseball where a pitcher just loses their ability to pitch correctly because they're in their head. And like there's a whole season dedicated to the yips, and then it's like, oh my god, like this is super authentic, this is ridiculous. And then they go back and you're like, all right, it's the first game of the tournament, he's over the yips, he's now the starting ace, and then he pitches his first game and is bad, and you're like, oh no, we've wanted this for so long and we get it finally, and he's doing terrible. Like your heart just melts. It's terrible. It's terrible, and I love it.
So speaking of things you're watching, what are you watching currently?
What am I watching? So like I say, there's not a lot of shows right now, so I'm trying to go back and watch some that I missed.
Okay.
I just finished watching Your Lie in April, which the slice of life anime about a guy who's good at piano and then isn't good at piano, but then meets someone who convinces him to be good at piano again. That's what that is.
All right.
It's really great. It's 22 episodes and you'll cry the whole time. So good. I'm watching. So I just finished that. I just rewatched Death Note, so it's funny that you would bring that up here today. Started rewatching Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
There's a couple new shows I'm watching. So Black Clover's still going. I did watch the Ni no Kuni movie. It was actually a lot better than I thought it would be. I had very low expectations for that. Currently there's a show called Tower of God, which is really interesting because it's like they've not explained almost anything about what's happening. Okay. It's one of those like just throwing you into the middle of it, and there's like weird lizard dudes and swords that and powers that have this whole like there's a whole explanation for how it works, and they just kind of gloss over a little bit, like not to be obtuse, but because it's so normal in this world and the character that you're following is not a part of that, so he's confused, so it's keeping you confused on top of it. It's like, but like he's going through these different trials because he wants to get to the top of the tower so he can be reunited with this girl who took him in and did stuff, I guess. It's quite good so far. Let's see, what else have I watched? Kaguya-sama, Love is War, season 2 is going on right now. That's a really good slice of life anime with like a very strong female protagonist and a very strong male protagonist. And the whole point of the show is they're in the student council, and they're just trying to get the other one to admit that they like each other. Like they both like each other and it's obvious.
Yeah.
But the idea is whoever confesses first loses the advantage.
Yeah.
And they're both such strong characters that like there's no way they could lose the advantage. So they keep setting up traps to make the other one admit things about why they like that, and that one's real good. Recently I watched Dr. Stone,
Okay.
which is super good. That's a recommendation for you. It's
All right.
like there's no magic. Like there's a magic-esque thing that happens that kind of sets the plot in motion,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no like power level of any kind.
Okay.
It's all based in science.
Neat.
And like there are whole episodes where he's like, we need to make a cell phone. And then they're like, all right, well, how do you make a cell phone? Because he meets like these kind of primitive people. And like there's no modern technology whatsoever. So they don't understand it. And he has to describe what it is.
Okay.
And then he's like, well, first we have to learn how to make glass for the glass part. And then we got to do this. And then we have to make receivers and then transistors and antennas. And we need copper wire. And it's like, you watch them make all this stuff and it just comes together so sad. It's I don't even care if there's a plot in that show. There is. It's real good. But like watching them go from not having like anything but sticks and stones, and then he's like, yeah, exactly. It's like I can make a cell phone now. I know all the steps involved. Um, it's really great in that regard. I love Dr. Stone. That one's fun.
All right.
I also watch Fire Force, which is a anime about firefighters that fight fire with fire.
Okay.
Sounds real dumb,
Cool.
but it's got some hype moments, and it's got a banger of a intro from season 2, or not season 2, but like the second half of season 1.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that song is a banger.
Okay. Sidebar. Speaking of banger songs, going back to My Hero, what the fuck is with some of these theme songs that we got? I was just like, no, this isn't hype for a superhero show at all.
The first couple OPs are not that hype.
Mm-hmm.
The one that you just had is like that one's my favorite. It's the one where like all my like I keep my ideals, sore.
I think
And
that's
like
the
All
one.
Might's hyping up. Like that's the most recent one that you would have seen.
I think that's the one I like the most. I have it liked on YouTube. I'm
That
looking
one,
it up right now.
that one's definitely my favorite. I
It's got like a part where it kicks in and like.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's very
Okay.
slow, and then it gets super hyped up and it's as All Might's like.
Okay. Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. That one I'm like,
That one.
yes. The rest I'm like, what?
Yeah, the first couple are
and the
pretty
endings too. I'm like, this just.
I don't know what it is. Like I've never been an endings guy. I don't like. They're very, very seldom is an ending as good as the OP.
Oh, for sure.
But I think it's because the OP is meant to get you like really hyped up.
Yeah.
And the ending is just like calm.
Yeah.
Piano music, and it's all the characters running in the sand. In most shows, I feel like that's what it ends up being.
Yeah.
So I don't know. OPs are where it's at for sure.
All right. Okay, so sorry, reverting back to where we left off. Just had to take that tangent.
My God. No, that's totally fair. I don't even know if I'm watching anything else right now. It's like I started watching. Oh, Fruits Basket season 2 is going right now.
Okay.
Which is an anime about it's a slice of life again, but the overarching. Oh God, Death Note's got some real hype songs. Fruits Basket is an anime. It's a slice of life, but it's got this magical component where all of the boys in this family and some of the girls are the zodiac animals, and if a member of the opposite sex hugs them, they revert into that animal.
All right.
Real good.
Okay.
Real good. Trust me.
Is it like one twisted game of tag? They're just avoiding.
Well, there's some love elements in there.
All right.
And that complicates things.
Of course it does.
As usual.
Yep.
The lady's over here losing her mind.
See, I thought
she's all about it.
I know she's bought some manga like one of the visits she was here, and I thought it was that, but I was like, I don't remember.
I wish you turned into a cat when I hugged you.
I don't think cat's a zodiac sign, but okay.
It is.
It is? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, question, maybe a dumb question. Do they revert back if they're hugged again? Or is that spoiler?
it just wears off after a while.
Oh, okay.
They go back into their human form, but then they're naked.
Oh, no.
Because their clothes fall off when they turn into
Of
an
course
animal.
they do.
And there's hilarious hijinks where she accidentally hugs them, and then she like waits by them, and then oh shit, they turn back, and then there's the fog, and they're nude.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right.
Turning into animals makes me think of Ranma 1/2. Ranma 1/2 is great. Ushigi Yugi. I've never actually watched that before, but I'm super familiar with the name. Yeah, I think that's about all I'm watching right now. I've got Tower of God. I've got Fruits Basket. Ace of the Diamond ended. I watched Haikyuu, which is another sports anime,
Okay.
but it's about volleyball.
Okay.
And again, like one of the best arcs in any shonen anime is a tournament arc where it's like, all right, now we're gonna go through this tournament bracket. They do it in every shonen anime. Well, imagine if the whole show was about a tournament arc, because that's what sports is.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's hype all the time. Ugh. It's definitely Haikyuu if you wanna get really excited about volleyball.
Okay.
I've actually learned things about how they play volleyball because of that show.
So you can have fun and learn.
Exactly. I didn't know anything about the mechanics of volleyball. Like it's gotten to the point now where like the ref is doing things, or like the side judges are like waving flags, and I'm like, oh, that's in. Like, yeah, I don't need them to explain it. I just recognize it from the rules of the game now. It's kind of bizarre how anime will do that to you. But I think that's it. Like those are some of the big highlights of what I've watched lately.
Cool.
Urusei Yatsura? Oh, Demon Slayer. You gotta watch Demon Slayer.
Okay.
That's not what he said there.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Demon Slayer is Kimetsu no Yaiba. But Demon Slayer is very good. It's got a fantastic like visual style to it.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
cool.
And the OP is a banger.
All right.
It went triple platinum in Japan.
Oh.
like legitimately a good song. It's
cool.
by Lisa. Lisa's the best.
All right, so we got some recommendations. We got Dr. Stone, we got Demon Slayer, and apparently Fruits Basket.
Fruits Basket. Get it.
Oh boy. So maybe we'll have to have a follow up to this one again and be like, oh my god, what did I watch? And I know Lady also wanted to revisit Dragon Ball, so maybe that will be something that
Dragon Ball Super is very good.
That. Well, she wants the like OG, like their kid Dragon Ball.
Oh, are you going the whole way through?
I mean, I'm down. I watched most of Z, and I have most of them on DVD.
Oh, yeah.
But I know she wants to watch Dragon Ball, which I've only seen a few episodes of. So
worth going through it. Whole deal.
Yeah.
1 million episodes, but it's worth it.
We got time.
I'm still plugging through One Piece at a much slower pace than I was before, but still 570 episodes in.
Oh god.
Still staring down another 400 and something, but
Godspeed.
yeah. I'm gonna need this quarantine to last another 6 or 7 months if I'm gonna finish that.
Mm-hmm. We'll reconvene. We're all 40, and we finally finish Dragon Ball. There you go.
yeah, exactly. Oh my god, lots of panty humor in OG Dragon Ball. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of it.
Master
Lots
Roshi.
of not even just for Master Roshi, which is weird. Like he started doing it in the original and still does it.
Right.
Other characters were also doing it. So it's you got Oolong, you got Krillin, you got Goku. They're all making panty jokes.
All right.
Bulma tends to be the butt of every one of them.
Figures.
Yeah, makes sense. Speaking of Dragon Ball,
Yeah, I know.
Capsule Corp.